So it's now event season. If you're an event, exhibition, open day or summer fair, give the team at Fast Signs a call. They can help your event stand or stall, stand out and make a statement. From banners and flags to tablecloths and backdrops, the team at Fast Signs would love to have a chat with you and see how they can help. Just check out fastsigns.com/Leeds, and if you mention the Lot Pod, I'm fairly certain the guys, Andy and the team, will give you a really good deal.
Hello and welcome to the Lot Pod, the Lot 17A podcast. Kindly sponsored by Fast Signs. It's match review panel time. You stuck with me again because Ed is somewhere. I don't know where he is. Let him have a few weeks off or something. Anyway, but I have got Duncan and Sam with me. Dunk, how are you?
Yeah, good mate, thank you. Yeah, good. Really good.
Good.
Really good.
Sam, you haven't been on for a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, good few months now, but yeah, luckily the form's been all right, so...
Yeah. Right, so start with the positives. So Sam, we'll start with you. What have you got?
Second half. I think that's a standout, isn't it, after that first half?
Should we just gloss over the first half?
Second half performance. Edgell getting his tries on that left side. And just after what Brad Arthur said about letting them sort it out themselves at half time, I think it shows that they know what they need to do, and it's not all on Brad Arthur. And if, God forbid, Brad Arthur does go at the end of the season, we might be all right.
Yeah. You don't?
Presley Cassell.
We will come on to him, but yeah.
He'd be my main positive. Crowd was better than I expected, even though it was very gappy. I thought it was better than I was expecting.
I think because we've had so few Friday night sort of games, the atmosphere is better, isn't it?
Yeah. What else? I think that's it, really, just what Sam said, second half.
Well, let's get into that first half, because I think there were a lot of people, like you read social media, don't you, at half time and all that rubbish, and they were all going in at them. But when you look at when we've played lower place teams, we've been a score ahead at half time. So I wasn't particularly panicking, and I think, what does he keep saying? Build the game.
Yeah.
Is it just how we play?
It could be, but it does go back further than this year, doesn't it? This not playing too well against lower ranked teams. The whole first half, I was thinking about them 2 games against London last year, and just nothing going to plan. Every ball that they tried throwing going to ground, and it just you could tell they were getting frustrated that the points weren't coming as easily as they probably expected them to, and then that fed into the crowd, didn't it, and people on social media. But it's it could be the way that we play, because Brad Arthur is big on that. You don't have to win it in the first 20 minutes. You just build the game and work to the plan. So it could be that, but it's not particularly nice to watch when you feel you should be scoring on every play.
Yeah, what do you think, Dunk?
Pretty much the same. Like I just felt we started like we were 30 points up.
Yeah.
We were. There's no way we start like that on Thursday night. Just no way, it won't happen.
We need to start like we did against them.
I think coming out, I think they just thought, we've won this by 50 points. We don't even have to really turn up. We can just do what we want.
Yeah.
They're going to be rubbish. We've got to run through them at will. And we just didn't really play Brad Arthur style rugby, I don't think, for about
it was
30 odd minutes. It was just fling it about to anyone. I thought we were pretty poor, but it was good to see the reaction second half, because last year, like Sam said, the 2 games against London, there wasn't a reaction, and it was just we thought we were going to win this comfortably, and we only won it by a point in the end. So
I can sort of remember thinking at half time, I think if we score fairly early on, that'll be it. I think floodgates will open, and that's what happened. But I think we've got to give Salford a bit of credit. I mean, what are them boys playing for? Really, nothing, are they?
Yeah. Well, it's a different side as well. Like, I think fans, we sort of think, we see where they are in the league and go, oh yeah, and the points difference, oh yeah, we'll beat Salford by 50 to 80 points without even trying.
Yeah.
But actually, when you look through the names on the team sheet, there were a few.
It wasn't that bad, was it?
It wasn't a car crash like.
I mean, I've never seen
when they've had the run
I've
rate
never seen a
teams
squad
out
with
and stuff like
40s
that.
and 50s.
No.
Their form has picked up a bit recently as well.
Yeah.
They've not been winning loads of games, but
think
they've
they've
not
had,
been getting hammered like they were.
I think Paul Rowley mentioned it, that they've had a bit of as settled as it's been sort of team. And you need that, don't you? We've seen that when we haven't had a settled squad. So I think fair play to him. He's doing wonders, really, isn't he? On
what he's got.
I do wonder if the stuff at the start of the week that turned out to be rubbish sort of influenced our players a bit, though. You know, with the senior Salford players going on strike, maybe they were expecting to turn up and play a team of actual kids, and that it shouldn't be that way. But
I think
maybe all that talk.
I think we missed Holroyd and Mick a lot.
Yeah,
as well. We didn't have as big a lumps as what we normally do, like smashing holes in the team, which probably makes it a bit harder to play how Arthur wants us to play.
Yeah,
because they give us a lot of, especially Holroyd coming off the bench, is as impactful as Lasoni, but he doesn't knock someone out on a carry, but he'll still get quick play the balls that the guys can play off the back of.
Yeah, he's been really good this year.
Yeah.
I think he's gone under the radar a bit because he got that ban against Cast, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's missed a few games for whatever reason, but
I still don't know what that ban was for.
It was meant to be some kind of a armbar thing, wasn't it?
The one on that was the one on floor, and then he had that one where it was head contact
that's the one that I don't understand.
Marg.
I don't get it.
But then Mick gets his face smashed to pieces by Morgan Knowles, and
Well,
anyway,
we're going to have to get used to not playing with them guys, aren't we? So probably want a bad game to have to get Lasoni playing a few more minutes.
Yeah.
That's if he don't get a ban after John Wilkins made a big fuss about all that.
I kind of agree with John Wilkin a bit, but which is first. But you can't single Sam out for it.
No. I think all props do it.
They all lead up with it.
All props, like when you go into contact, especially when someone's running front onto you, you'll naturally put, they call it bumpers, don't they? You'll naturally put your bumpers up so that they're not just going to expose your ribs and smash it to pieces.
Yeah.
It happens every few years, though, doesn't it? A player will get a reputation for being a bit of a wrecking ball. There was that one at Wire, was it Akawala or something? Like that. And people
he loved it, didn't he?
Yeah, people were raging about him that he was dangerous for months, and then people forget about it and it'll.
I think there's no in it, mate. I think they just need to move on and leave it. But
I don't think there's anything in it because they all do it. I think it's unfair to pick him out. I think if you're gonna, I kind of get the argument that the attacker's got to be responsible for not smacking somebody in the head as well. But I don't think he did anyway, did he?
No. It was upper body, wasn't it? But I mean, when he's like 20 kilos heavier than the guy that he's running into, if the defender gets it wrong, then it's not gonna end well for the defender, is it?
No. Brad Arthur said that he gave him a 30-second spray, which he said it's the first time he's had to do it. Is that good coaching? Let the players sort it out? Well, it worked out good coaching, but is it a controversial way of doing it, or what do you think?
I don't think it's controversial. I think, kind of as you said earlier, with the props playing against Salford in that game, it might be a good opportunity to do it because they are, even though Salford were stronger than we expected them to be, they are a team that we should be beating. So if there's any team that you're going to say to the players, you can fix this yourself, it's Salford, isn't it, really?
Yeah. I think it's good for Arthur that the players have sorted it out, because there's only so many times he should have to go in and say, you've not done this right, you've not done that right. Give a few players a quick spray.
And it was blatantly obvious what was going on, wasn't it? So
I don't think he needed to have rag it. I think
you think if the players can't look at that and go, we're not playing like we should be doing, or we're not doing how we have been playing. But it was just interesting. It's like, it's the first time I've had to do it, but I think it shows the work is done with the players.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're not looking around I mean, the behind the scenes will be interesting whether they show it.
Well, he always says, doesn't he, like he wants 17 7 out of 7s.
Yeah.
And that means everyone's doing the job.
Yeah.
So, which we didn't have first half.
No. I'm not really bagging refs here because it wasn't the ref, but the Ryan Briley try, it didn't look like a try to me there. It took him, 6 minutes
a long time,
to look at it. I think with it going up as no try, I were absolutely astounded that he was positive that he got it down.
Well, he wasn't positive, was he? He said, I think the ball will have hit the floor before the points hit the white line. Some part of the ball will have been grounded before the points hit the white line. So,
Yeah.
Not conclusive.
so why, like, back to your point, if it goes up as a try, like, you've got to be definitive about, it's got to be blatantly obvious that he ain't ground. In real time, I said he's grounded that on the line.
I thought he dropped it, to be honest.
No try, and at no point did I say to myself, yeah, no, he's grounded that. Like, but then the more and more they looked at it, I'm like, he can't be awarded a try for this.
This is my problem. I don't know whether you agree that they're looking at it too long for a start.
Yeah.
Should there be a minute? You've got a minute to look at it. I mean, it should be like the NRL where they automatically look at it, but we ain't got the technology and things, have we?
Well, one thing that were a waste of time when he looked at like onside, offside, and it was Ryan Briley who kicked the bloody ball to himself.
Straight away.
So it's like,
kicked, so I'm going to look at offside. Why?
But yeah, they need to do something about it, especially when, because it's not good. It's not good for the game, is it? When you're stopping it for 5 minutes to look at something quite trivial, where it's already been I think for me, they need to get rid of the live call.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's the obvious
They
thing
need
to
to
do,
get rid of that, and then rather than trying to back up, keep the captain's challenge, because I think it's actually worked all right, and then just get rid of this live call and just say, right, is it a try? Yes or no?
Yeah, what do you think, Sam?
Yeah, pretty much same as that. I don't mind the long stoppages if it was only once a game or something, but when it's every decision,
It's weird. I don't mind it if I'm watching on TV because you're not there, are you? You're not in the moment. But when you're at the ground and you can't really see the thing, can you?
No.
So you're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's just a lot of waiting around, isn't it? And it's no fun for anybody to be watching people who it looks like they don't even know how to use their own technology.
Yeah.
Considering we were the sport that like brought in the video ref, like, and now it's so clunky compared with like when it started. It was great.
It never seemed like this, did it?
No, and now it's just got to the point where I don't want to get rid of it because that's not the answer.
Well, it's pointless getting rid of it. We've got it, and I think if you got rid of it, how much moaning would there be if they were like...
Yeah.
Well, every other sport is going the other direction out there. They're bringing more technology in to make things smoother.
Yeah.
Where people already look at us and think, that's, it's rugby league.
Flat caps and ferrets.
Yeah, to take technology out of it and people just... Yeah.
I do think it is the on-field call that's ruining it because...
Yeah, 100%.
You're hampering the video ref before he's even started looking at it, aren't they?
Because
I just think
it's almost like the video refs trying to like back up the mate.
Yeah, and even if they are, you're gonna get accused of that anyway. Aren't you?
Yeah.
It's the same with Captain's Challenge as well. Whether it's Captain's Challenge or a try, they're always trying to prove their mate right. It's never just make the right call.
I think that if the ref can say, I ain't got a clue. I mean, he didn't have to say it like that.
But I know what you mean.
I don't know whether he scored. Can you have a look?
This is why I'm sending it up.
Just
Please
needs to be so simple. If he's a try in the corner, check touchline and grounding, and that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say we've got to try, because it happens that quick as well now.
Yeah.
And there's that many variables where players are jumping and they're grounding the ball around the back of a corner flag and stuff like that. It's like, just get rid of the initial call and just don't look at 95 angles when the first one's the angle that's going to show you all you need. Because you get, it's weird that there's some games, and I'm going off on a tangent here, sorry.
It's fine.
But
it's fine.
You get some games where a video ref will look at it, they'll go, first angle, I've seen all I need, it's try.
Yeah.
And it's like 10 seconds done. But then you'll get another one who wants to see every angle, and then they'll go back to the first angle they've seen, and you think, you've literally just wasted everyone's time, including yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like you say, you don't want to get rid of it because we invented it.
Yeah.
And any sport with video refs, people moan about it.
Well, any sport would
Refs.
refs. So they can't win, really, can they?
No.
But then going into the second half with the James Bentley head high,
Yeah,
I don't know what the video ref were looking at then.
No, I don't.
I think he even made something up, like, when I watched it back, he said something like, yeah, and he hit him in the head on the floor. I think he said something like that to justify...
They did roll it forward a little bit after they looked at the main contact, or the first contact. And when I was looking at the big screen, I thought, they're going to call that second bit of contact the head-eye contact out of that. It was ridiculous, because when the first contact, when they froze that, you couldn't see the player's name, which tells you that, you know, if you can't see the name on the back of the shirt, the arm's probably not round the back of his head, it's probably around his shoulders. So.
And, you know, I'm not blaming the on-field ref there, because they're making a snap decision, aren't they? And they do sometimes get given. But how he said that was a head-eye. It's lucky that we're talking about it in a game where it didn't matter.
Yeah, but if it happens on Thursday night, it will matter. Yeah,
and like I said, I don't know what the solution is other than get rid of... Like I say, I wouldn't get rid of Captain's Challenge. I think it's been great. But they just need to speed it up, don't they?
Yeah.
Make a decision. Yeah. That James Bentley one, you needed one look at it. Or is it him on back of his shoulder?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is the refs tend to give decisions based on crowd and player reaction, don't they? And they all kicked off about that tackle just because it was a big impact. But, you know, you only have to look at it to see it wasn't illegal. So, you know, it's rugby league. You're going to get big contacts at some point. You just got to accept that and move on.
And the player. It's James Bentley in it.
Yeah.
He's tidied his game up so much that it's on past reputation, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
But like I say, it didn't really matter, did it? Alfie Edgell scored a hat-trick, so there's a right battle going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I'm sure Brad Arthur's enjoying it, isn't he? Because he said coming towards back end of the season, he'll make a call at some point which one of Lum and Edgell's going to play in those end of year games, and you know, if he's got two players who are high on confidence and scoring tries, then that he'll be happy, and we're all happy watching them both score. Two young academy products. It don't get much better than watching them score, does it? So.
I thought Alfie's finishing were a bit tidier than Lum's. He moved the ball, didn't he, into right hand sort of dive, but a good hat trick. And he did move to fullback, didn't he, for the last 10 minutes.
I can't remember what pod it was on. It might have been OKR, and we spoke about Alfie then, and I said he's like reliable, and I think that is ultimately what will give him the nod over Riley at the back end of the year. I think he's a Brad Arthur type. He's not going to let you down from a high ball. He's tough as nails with how he carries the ball. The faults that there's been on Riley, and again, this is nitpicking, but being pushed into touch, sometimes blowing your chance. You might only get a couple of chances in a playoff game, and if you don't ice them, then that could be the difference between you moving forward or get.
His error count is quite high as Alfie's, which I ain't got an issue with. That's not me having a go at him. He's a young kid. They make errors, don't they? But I think Alfie's will be way lower.
But you can see, like, it's the experience of him. It sounds wrong saying experience, but when he's used to playing fullback, and I know Lum came through as a fullback, but you can really see it with Alfie under the high ball. Yeah. He looks comfortable. None of his wing play looks awkward. He's probably not probably hasn't got the pace of Riley or like the broken field running of Riley, but I like it. I think he's more of a safer bet than Lum at the minute. And
he does poke his nose through the line, doesn't he? I still can't believe how he don't get pushed back. Yeah, because he's not a big lad, is he?
No, he's. I'm going to say actually that if you compare the two of them, like just body shapes, the two completely different looking kids out there, really. And I think that works against Lum sometimes, just because he's clearly still filling out a bit, and he looks a bit awkward, he moves a bit awkwardly, and you know when he's going for a try in the corner, he actually just has to come down a bit further than Alfie does. So he, you know, even if it's just a split second, that can make the difference, can't it? So it's
yeah. I just liked how Alfie knew he had to get the ball in his right hand and dive when he had to. I thought he was just a bit crisp, so I think he's probably leading the battle there. But it's a good thing to have, isn't it?
No, it is, and I think even better for next year when you throw Sivo into the mix.
Yeah, well, we were discussing this before, wasn't we, before the pod? And is Ryan all showing his age a bit? Do you think he'll be first choice next year? Do you think?
Well, again, it's a good problem to have, isn't it? If you're talking about them four wingers, I think personally it'd be all Hall and Sivo, because I think he'd go for, especially in big games, and Arthur wanting to play how he wants to play, which is direct, strong, hard running. Well, Sivo and Hall fit the mould, don't they, to that?
Yeah.
But certainly anyone carrying a knock, you've got two able deputies in Alfie and Riley.
I don't think any of us would be not bothered, but we wouldn't be worried if Hall got an injury and we had to put Riley and Alfie on.
No.
I think we'd all be fine with that, wouldn't we? That shows what a...
Well, they've started proving themselves, haven't they? They've done pretty much as they can do to fill in that spot this year. I think with Hall, it'll depend how he finishes this year, just because he does look like a player who it's on his mind that he's not got the pace anymore. He jokes about it on social media, and he's experienced enough and confident enough to know that tries will come for him. And he's had an unbelievable career, so this won't worry him in the slightest. But he does just look like someone who's thinking, I don't have the pace to make that anymore. Or when he passed inside to Newman a lot earlier than he would have done at one point, I just thought, that it started with that Saints away a couple of weeks back when he got taken into touch. I think there's just been a few times since then where he's had a bit of space, quite quickly being caught or hasn't managed to get the try. He just looks like he's struggling with it a bit at the moment.
It's the other side, isn't it, when he's bringing ball out of...
Yeah. That,
you can't replace that.
No,
definitely.
That aspect
of
and
it.
if you put the ball in his hand 10 metres from an opposition's line, there's no one you'd rather have in a one-on-one.
Maybe Sivo,
like against FC. Get him on the line and he scores in no space at all.
Also, put him on the other side this year, where he'd been playing for however many years before. He's the one with nearly 20 tries this year, isn't he? So he has had to change side this year, and there's a lot of things that he's had to deal with this year, I think, and I think just being on that other side has actually worked against him. But he got loads of tries in his first spell at Leeds. Well, Tom Briscoe didn't get quite as many, so it's just swings and roundabouts.
Doesn't it? But I think the left-hand wingers are benefiting from Ash, and I'm still seeing people saying he's not a centre. I think Jake Wardle throws that pass to Alfie Edgell, everyone would be going, it's world class. But because it's Ash Handley and he was a winger, I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
I went to that Gold Members evening, and we got Ash on our table. And one of the lads asked him about whether he liked playing centre or wing, and I was shaking my head. But he said he likes being involved in the action more, as much as it's great to score tries. He was like, I just love being involved in the action and I get my hands on the ball. And he's tough. Again, he's a tough...
When you need a carry, he'll do it.
And I think right across the back line, I think Harry's had a really good year this year.
I thought
probably his better year better than last year, definitely. I think, like you say, I think it does go under the radar. We'll have to see for England. You never know, they might pick him on the wing.
His ability to actually stand his opposite number up and make him second guess and create a bit of chaos in that defence as well. I don't think people are quite appreciating that as much as well.
It's his game management and knowledge, isn't it? He's got loads of it, and I think it probably is wasted on wing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's quick, but I think he's a better centre than a winger. Even though people are saying he should be on
the
wing.
way around.
Yeah. Well, he was a very good winger as well, so you can see why people would.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him on wing for England, which is fine, isn't it? I mean, be nice to see him get in there. Jake Connor again. I think it was 4 try assists, but the highlight for me was that 40-20.
Yeah.
It was an absolute pearl, wasn't it?
Love a 40-20. We never really kicked that many of them, even when we had Kev around, who just didn't seem to kick them.
I don't think there were a more perfect 40-20. It got it so close.
Yeah, so far in the corner.
It looks so effortless with him as well, doesn't it? He just pings it and it's gone. It's lovely.
I mean, he was like rest of the team where first half he didn't really get going, but he would just control that second half. With everything, it was like everything came from him, didn't it? Like, it was Jake Connor's game.
Yeah.
He was choosing who were going to score. And
well, I think Arthur was saying afterwards, wasn't he, that he challenged him a bit after last week because he wasn't involved enough and he didn't take charge. And after a first half where he didn't do that again, although it wasn't just his fault, coming out in the second half and just putting on a performance like that and setting up so many tries and basically being the reason we scored as many points as we ended up doing. It says a lot about his character and what Arthur's demanding from him, I think.
A good try-saving tackle as well. Well, I call it a tackle. He just pushed him straight into it. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. I think our test is when he has an off night. Because when he's had an off night this year, we've been beat.
Yeah.
And when Crofts had an off night, we've won. So it's as much on Brodie as it is on the team that because they're both good enough. Yeah,
Crofts has been. He did a lot last year in a team that wasn't offering much else aside from him. So I'm not going to say he's not done enough since he came in, but this year he's been quieter. But then not both halves can put on as many tries as Connor.
There were a lot on him last year, and he had to perform, and he did in a poor team. And his roles kind of shifted a bit.
Yeah.
And people automatically look at him and go, well, he's not doing what Jake Connor's doing. Well, you can't both do that, can you?
The different players, for me with Croft, it's his passing game that's been disappointing this year for me. There's a lot of times where he'll hit the second rower and you'll see the ball go on the floor, or because there's like 3 men in his face, then Harry will be waving his arms out back going, why didn't you just give me the ball?
When he put McDonnell in for his try on Friday, as he was about to release it, I shouted no, because I've seen it a million times this season, and the ball just goes to the ground. I thought, don't do it again, and it came off. But
But no, I think that's where I think he's got a really good kicking game inside, like of sort of 20 metres from the opposition's line. His short kicking game's decent. It's a bit on Jared as well, because when he needs to find Connor on the fifth tackle, he needs to be our main kicker.
Yeah,
just get Connor the ball. His spiral bombs are brilliant and stuff like that, and I don't think Croft's got that in his locker. They're quite comfortable when he puts a bomb up. And again, these are little things, but I'm looking to sort of after this, it's business now, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're in a great position. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
We'd have bitten the hands off, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be in this position, I mean, Wigan are not looking great.
No.
So that second spot,
for me, second's up for grabs. But these next 2 away games now in Wakey and Lee,
the Lee one's huge in it. If we can get across,
even on Thursday night, I know we'll obviously preview it, but like we need to win it. Just win the game. That's it. Performance really for me don't matter now. It's just win the game, get the 2 points, and then it gives you that nice comfortable buffer. Because us Saints and Lee are pretty much flicking around playing each other.
I think we'll be swapping places till last 2 or 3 games.
I know we'll go on to it in a bit, but if we back up beating KR away by coming away from a tricky Wakefield game, it'll just boost the team's confidence. They can go to these places and get these wins that aren't a given.
Yeah.
Coming into playoffs, that's massive.
Just definitely.
Knowing they can do that.
I thought Lachie were great in the second half. I think he took it on himself, didn't he, to really inject himself a bit more. I think first half performance, it was a bit like last year's performance, where it was
a bit lateral, wasn't it?
Yeah, trying to find a gap that's not there.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
second half, he just started running straight, didn't
Yeah.
he? And he caused all sorts of
There
problems.
was a guy stood next to me and he was like, "Don't you think Lachie Miller gets tackled too easily?"
Eh?
And I just like
Second didn't tackle
I just
us.
shook my head and carried on watching game. I thought I'm not even going to entertain like.
It's strange, isn't it, what some people say?
Yeah.
Of all the criticisms you can have of Lachie, it's not that he gets tackled too easily.
It's probably the other way, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole time we've had Miller, I've actually been one of the people who said, I don't really get it, But I've changed my mind now. I was wrong.
Good.
I think it's for me though. That's a lot about the coach.
Oh, 100%.
And what we've gone back to before about Brad and saying the accountability. You look at every player, whether it's a young lad coming into the team or settled stars that we've probably had an opinion on and gone, oh yeah, I don't get it, mate. They're not good enough or whatever. And he's had an impact on everyone.
Yeah.
And you can see Miller's now gone from, yeah, he's all right, and probably some fans will love him last year, and some would say, no, I don't want him. This year, everyone's like, for me, he's in the elite. He's in the elite band of fullbacks in the comp.
Good.
He's probably form fullback as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's sort of elevated himself, and this will be because of Brad, into a senior player really quickly. That's really important, and I think he knows that. It'll be interesting because we have got a pod coming up with Lachie, so we can ask him that. But is it that he sees himself as that sort of senior player and he's got to step up now? And I think that's changed his mindset a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely matured, and because there is young kids in that back line, I think he's actor really, and he's definitely leading more than he was last year, and he's having more of an impact. So yeah, I got it wrong.
No, but to be fair, even though I were what you call a fanboy last year, I knew that he had limitations last year, and too many errors, and you could see that you could see that he'd not got that experience. But I think it's just amazing how a year.
Yeah, I think my argument last year was there's a talent there, but we weren't in a position last year to be able to have a player in a key position learning the game when we're not at the top of our own game.
I mean, it makes a massive difference, isn't it?
But again, it makes a difference to any team having a pack that get them on front foot. It's like he said, Miller, he's not catching the ball on his own try line all the time now, or like 5 metres out and getting smashed. He's catching on the 30-metre line, can get his head up and pick a gap the way he's going to run.
I was absolutely gutted because I've said all season he's going to take a quick tap and score a try straight from it, and the ref pulled him back. There were a massive gap in front of him, wasn't there? They were all his back to him, and I'm like, why have you not let him tap it?
Yeah, I thought he was going to launch that ball at the ref said when he did that. To be honest,
I don't know why I didn't let him. Because as soon as you say I'm going to tap it, you've got to tell the ref.
Yeah. But that's what me and Haddy said.
Well,
we'll never know. But
yes, it's going to come true. But it didn't. Anyway, I think we'll probably all agree that one of the most impressive things was Presley Cassell. Now, I've not seen a lot of him. I've seen bits of him. I didn't realise how big he was. That was one hell of a debut for a forward, wasn't it? I mean, his first carry, he skittled a few and got a penalty, but yeah, I don't know what you guys thought of his.
Yeah, really impressed. I think it probably stood out to everyone that he got a penalty on his first one, a 6 again on his second drive. Keep that up, and you can keep your place in the team.
But I think he's got nice footwork, and he can make, as a prop or a big unit, if you can make players miss and win the floor and get quick play the balls, it's what we want. But he didn't look like he was making his debut, which is probably the biggest compliment you can pay him.
I was quite shocked, really.
And if you're picking a team next week, he's in the team.
Well, I was just going to say that. Is he there? Is he in the team now?
To me, if you're talking about a quality 20 minutes, I think it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, around
20 minutes that he played. I don't think you can really pick fault with it. He'd probably been blown out of his backside, but why not? I mean, he's clearly impressed enough in the reserves and academy, because he's sort of been in and around for a while now, and he's been training with the first team for a while. So
where's he been playing? Has he been playing second row?
So he's been playing second row in the reserves now.
So he's big enough to be a prop, isn't he?
Well,
he's huge.
He came through as a loose, and then the last few weeks they've been playing him as a second row. Now I wonder whether that's got something to do with Gannon saying "see you later," but
possibly, yeah.
I think now, like when we were thinking, I was thinking Holroyd and Mick out. Yes, it gives an opportunity, but we're going to miss them, and I still think we will miss them. But like, he didn't come on the field, and you think normally 18-year-olds look a bit wiry, don't they? And like they've not filled out.
It just looked natural, didn't it?
If he carries on growing, I
think prop or not, I think it doesn't really matter at this point. It's one of them dreadful terms, in it, middles.
Yeah.
And we're going to need big bodies while they're out. So
yeah, I think Arthur's said it about Edgell and Lum this year, that he wants to give these young kids a fair chance, and he said it about O'Connor as well, that he don't have a reason to drop him. And once the player's in the side and he's happy with their performance, they've got to give him a reason to drop him. So I don't see why.
I think if you're going to play him back row, for me, I'd play him outside Jake Connor and put him on his side, because I think he's got decent handling ability, and it'd give Jake someone that would run off him a bit. Obviously, they'd have to get that link up, but it's exciting, isn't it? When you see a player like that come through, and you're almost trying to get ahead of yourself, and you've got to remind yourself he's 18 and he's only played one Super League game and he's only played 20 minutes.
There's been a big build up to his debut, because he's been in and around the match day squads for quite a while, and
he's one of them kids that you hear a lot of noise about. Like he's the next, like one that's ready. And I think you can say it's only Salford, but they've got some handy props, haven't they? And he did, you know what I mean? And he skittled them. So there's only one thing I've got against him, and he needs to sort it out. That tash. Presley. What are you doing?
Shows confidence.
I'm not so sure. But he can have a tash like that if he plays that well. He can have a mullet to match as well. I've got some stats, but they are the Super League stats, so they're probably shite and not correct. But anyway, we'll go with it. Possession 56% to 44%. Seems about right.
Yeah.
This one that I didn't realise, and it's not that good really, is completion rate. We were at 62%.
Well, after that first half, we had some making up to do, really, didn't we? So I'm not surprised.
And they were at 72%. So they actually completed better. We made far more errors, 13 to their 5. But I think, they were probably all at first half. So it's we kind of made up for it. Meters, we had quite a few. Lachie at 175. Like I say, these are usually wrong on the Super League. They're usually really
probably
low.
200.
Yeah, I don't know why the Super League stats are wrong, but Ryan Hall 186, James McDonald bang on 100, Sam Lasoni 100. I suppose it's the extra sort of minutes.
Yeah, probably.
And I think you could tell he played them extra minutes actually. But he's going to have to do it, isn't he? So
yeah, don't have an option really.
No. Alfie 106 and Callum 121. Tackles were all really low.
Yeah.
O'Connor top tackler at 32. I thought Jared was, I don't know whether it's Brad Arthur again, but he seems to be running a bit more. And I think he needs to do that a bit more.
Yeah. That was one of the things I said was, or I've said it earlier on an earlier pod, but that I feel you've got to have a 9 that offers some threat with running the ball. He can't just be there, just shipping it on to Connor or Croft. He's got to have a running threat himself. I think he's like I've said, defensively an effort. You're never ever going to question Jared.
No,
because that's his bag. For me, it's his other side of the game now, and I think it's coming on. But there's massive tests to come now. I actually think bench wise, in having Jared, Ackers is a waste of bench spot in my opinion.
Well, Arthur don't even like having a hooker on the bench, does he?
Well, I don't think
I don't get it, mate.
No,
I don't get. I understand having a hooker on the bench, and I don't mind that, especially because Jared can move positions if needs be. Don't play him for 15 minutes at back end of game.
No, it's pointless, isn't it?
Sorry, Brad. It's a wasted bench spot to me.
I think it's just trying to give him minutes, isn't it? More than anything.
It'd be interesting to see the makeup of the bench for Wakefield. I think that'll tell us a lot of how we're going to get through without Mick and Tom over the next few games. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we went in with the same 17. To be fair, that's played.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's whether like Nicholson Watton's available or anything like that. Because again,
I don't know when Tom's back.
I ain't got a clue. But
it's a shame that, isn't it? Yeah, for him? Real shame that.
Yeah, like you'd almost rather see a prop doing 20 minutes than you would a hooker, especially when you're replacing Jared, because he don't need.
It's not like he looks tired or anything, is it? He can do 80 minutes.
I have noticed a little bit more frustration towards Jared in the stands in the last few weeks. Maybe he's just having a bit of a not even a lull, because he's not been particularly bad. Yeah. I think people are just noticing his distribution's been off more than it has been.
I think that's the thing, but I think he can help himself with that by running a little bit, especially if like the markers are late, like getting square or something like that, and he can just sort of jump out from 9. I think the more he does that, the more it'll help his distribution. I think, to be fair, he don't need to be flinging balls like 20 yards off either hand. We've got enough middles, as you said, that can handle a ball. Yeah. That can almost do the job for him.
We've got Cam Smith there. That's
and when you think Paliasia, Watkins, there's enough of them that can get their hands on the ball and be decent distributors. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, he was good. He played well enough against LKR, didn't he? So
yeah, I'm just like you. I'm a bit baffled with the hooker for 15 minutes at back end of game.
I wonder whether it's just spell him, give him a little bit of a rest.
Maybe I don't know. Aledzki and Allroyd out, and we might have to use him as a 13.
You'd almost flip it like the other way though, and say, right, Ackers do 20 minutes at the start, a bit like what KR do, and then bring Jared on for 60.
Well, that's sort of what was happening last year, wasn't it? And I didn't mind that, but it depends. I suppose as well, Ackers has been out for a long time, so maybe he's just trying to get some.
Well, we had him on that. We had him on our table at the members' night, and he said, "Look, Jared's playing really well, so he's not getting much out of reserves other than like keeping his body ticking over, but he can't just walk straight back into the side when Jared's playing so well." So
I have read that he's not been like a standout in the reserves as well. Maybe that is just because he's sort of reserved a little bit.
And Brad has mentioned that, hasn't he?
He's got to earn his way, hasn't he?
Is that maybe why we haven't seen Ethan Clark-Wood at any point? I actually thought he might have played.
He's in a sling now, so I presume he would have played that game, but he's now in a sling.
Right.
So I imagine that's not very. That's not very good. So that could be the end of that.
But I think it's hard for in the reserves anyway, isn't it? Because you could look at, say, well, Andy Ackers, ex-England international, should be just tearing it up, but you do get dragged down, don't you? And it's a different level. I mean,
the reserves are ripping out, but he wants the reserves to play the same way. They all want to play the same way. So I think I don't know. I don't know whether it's Ackers.
What Wigan do, isn't it? That they all play the same way so that they can slot in. It's not working for him at the moment. But
I think like with Ackers, it might just even be a confidence thing.
Possibly, yeah.
But
I mean, it's not a bad thing, is it? If anything happened to Jared, you've got a decent hooker that's.
Ackers did say on a podcast he did with Sky that he struggled last year just because he didn't realise how big the club was. So coming into that from Salford, it was completely different for him, and he struggled to adapt a little bit. So he obviously had his struggles last year, and then he's had the big injury right from the start of this year. He's just not had a chance to get going, has he? So
no.
There's no reason for him to be confident, really, other than what he did at Salford and knowing that he has got it in him. He's just got to bring it out again.
Right, the fast signs Lachie Miller man of the match. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Go on.
I'll go Jake Connor.
Right.
But I feel harsh not giving it to Alfie because he scored an hat-trick. But Jake Connor was the difference in that second half.
I think Alfie got the man of the match in the ground, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Alfie got it in ground and Jake got it on the sky, didn't he? I'll go Alfie, just to keep it interesting. Well, you've got the deciding vote anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm not used to this. I'm going to go Alfie, just for his hat-trick.
Yeah,
Jake Connor's had too many.
He's had loads as well.
He's had too many. Give it Alfie. So, Alfie, well done. Let's move on to Wakefield. We have touched on it a bit. Feels like a massive game, this. Just in context of season. I think, well, they're all massive now, aren't they, coming up?
Yeah.
But I don't know, this one just... I'm not sure what to think of Wakefield at this point. I don't know whether they're up there or... I don't know what you guys think.
I think they're just a pretty solid Super League side at the moment.
Yeah.
They're going to cause teams problems. Especially, we've been winning games but not been playing at the top of his game, so it's going to be a big test for us.
I think they've got Truman back, haven't they?
He always causes us
and
issues.
He makes a big difference for them. He normally has a worldie against Leeds.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to come down to the pack. It's how we handle McMeekin, Fartilly. It's how we handle their big players.
I think they'll be confident. I think going in that we've got two of his big props out. I think they'll.
It's a good time to play Leeds. It is a good time for an opposition to play Leeds with Mick and Tom missing. If we had them two, I'd be saying we'd be 10 points better than what we are. I don't mean I'm going to tip us to lose, but I'm expecting a really tight game. I think that will potentially go either way. Put it this way, it wouldn't surprise me if we turned up and got beat by 4 points.
Right. I think that they know how to play us as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think they know us weaknesses.
Yeah, they beat us once and ended up pushing us very close into the
I think that game at Edinburgh were a bit weird because I think Lachie went off and he was like so dominant in that first half. I think we'd have gone on to wallop him.
Yeah.
But we just lost his way totally, didn't we?
I think as well what'll help us is we've got the week off after. So rotation in the pack, you could almost say, guys, you've got a week off after this. You need to, like Paliacia, do 60 to 80.
Yeah, go full tilt.
And go full tilt and maybe just limit the rotations in the pack. I think like another thing we saw when I know we've just done the Salford pod, but I always think McDonnell and Bentley are going to give you effort and they're going to give you defence. Going forward, they're both probably not that great, but I think in a scrappy, close game, they're both probably I think Bentley probably better suited to that, to doing a lot of defence than they are having a lot of ball in hand.
Yeah, I think Bentley especially because he's like we said, he's cleaned his act up a bit, hasn't he? And he puts a lot of effort in, and like you say, that's probably what we need in these next.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of run of games. We just need to win them, don't we?
Yeah. You usually get towards the back end of a season. It's not the point scoring that wins you games anyway, is it? So
no, and to be fair, as point difference, we're not going to make that up. No. You know, if we're chasing Wigan, we're not going to make their points difference.
One thing I want to see us do on Thursday, though, we need to be taking two. We need to just build the scoreboard a bit. Yeah, definitely.
They started doing that on Friday, didn't they? They took that 2 points when.
Yeah, but they were right not to take the second one, but Jake were going to take it, weren't they?
I think they were going to take it until that guy got sin binned, didn't it? Because it was a late decision.
Did we score?
Yeah, I think we might have.
Straight off.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think it's going to be... I'm looking forward to going to the new ground, see what that's all about.
Yeah.
But I think we're still on crappy.
We're still on crappy bit, yeah.
So, at least we get to look at nice stand. But I think it'll be really... I think they'll throw the ball about a bit, but I do think they're going to try and get us down middle.
But that'll be interesting because Powell normally when it comes up against Leeds, they'll throw the ball around and try and get us on the edge.
That's what.
Whereas if they try and get us through the middle, it's probably going against how they play.
That's true, yeah. And to be
So,
honest, we're at a point where, yeah, we're losing a lot with them two being out, but you've got like Cooper Jenkins that hasn't played many minutes, and I think he's been outstanding when he has. And he's got a big engine, hasn't he? So we've got, apart from Lissoni, we've got props that they'll play 80 if they have to.
I think the key is it's how like Sam's got to go back to doing a 20-minute, almost being that luxury prop.
I think the problem with
coming
Sam
on after half an hour, doing 10 minutes, half-time break, then another 10 minutes, and then potentially coming back on for 5 or 6 minutes in a stint at the back end and doing like 25 minutes.
My worry with Sam is that we'll see the old Sam Lissoni when he's playing too many minutes, trying to throw balls. He did it on Friday, didn't he? Didn't play ball correctly. And his game was littered with them when they were doing too many minutes.
There were a couple of times where he got the ball and decided that he wanted to be a Jake Connor as well, and he wanted to pass it but ended up just taking the contact. But
I was shouting constantly, don't pass it.
You don't want him to, do you?
No, just run forward.
Just get the ball, tuck it under your arm, and just knock someone out that's in front of
you. So you think we'll same team?
I think potentially the only change would be Ackers. And it's whether Nicholson, what Little Tom's fit, or I don't think he'd bring Jack. I know Jack's been struggling with ankle, he said.
Yeah, he's got an ankle.
Whether he'd bring Jack in for a game for a must-win when he's not played last week, but I know it was due to injury, but
he did say that they could have pushed him to play against Salford if they needed to, so I guess he would be fit for Wakefield.
And maybe not playing then and give him the extra week, because we've got that week. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you could look at some games like Castleford and Huddersfield that we've got and think, well, you can play some fringe players then, but I don't want us to do that.
Cass have just beaten Wire today, haven't they? So.
Yeah, but Warrington were...
I know they were,
horrendous.
But again, that's a ground that it's
not a gimme, is it?
They're quite Cass are worse than Wakey. Let's get that right.
Yeah.
But it's quite similar, small tight ground, and it'll be the fans will be on the back of the ref and the Leeds team.
I just don't. We ain't got a game coming up that you think, well, we can ease off.
No.
I think we just need to win them, don't we? Because well, like you're saying with Warrington, you can come unstuck. I mean, it sounds horrible. I do feel a bit for Warrington.
I don't.
I don't.
Only because we've been through it, haven't we? But
I hope Wigan go through it.
They are. Wigan looked really poor.
Yeah, they look a completely different side to the one that's won back-to-back.
It's always been funny because Wigan fans have a go at OKR fans for OKR being a one-man team. Well,
yeah.
So I mean, we were talking earlier, weren't we? That last game at Wigan, there could be a lot on line for that, couldn't there? That could be a belter.
I think it will be done and dusted by then.
Do you think?
I'm only saying that because I can't go to it. So
don't want to miss out.
I'm telling myself that our second spot will be in the bag by that point.
Right, interesting.
But I think if we can somehow win these next two in Wakey and Lee,
to me they're like proper must-win games for the rest of the season, because especially the Lee one, because they've got a week off now, haven't they?
Yeah.
So we're gonna, if we beat Wakey, we'll leapfrog them. Yeah. And they'll be wanting that back.
Yeah.
As I said before, just getting into the habit of winning these games that you might not be expected to win. And we were in a good run of form, weren't we? And then it felt like we stumbled a little bit with them two Saints games.
Innit?
Yeah, so we just need to get, however we do it, just keep winning games, keep the confidence up.
I'd be really confident with Mick and Tom, but I'm not as confident without them.
Right, so score predictions, what you going?
I'll go Leeds by 2.
Wow. I think that's the lowest you've said this year.
Yeah.
I'll go Leeds by 8.
I'll go Leeds by 10. I'm going to be a bit more optimistic. But I'm just saying that because I don't know whether I am or not. I think it'll be a great game, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think it's meant to be like peeing it down like it is
now.
No,
so I hope it, so there's no cover, is there?
No.
Roomy,
try and sneak it. Right, thanks for watching. So if you enjoy what we do, please like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Follow us on our socials. And we'll see you next week when we review the Wakefield game. Cheers.